Assalamu alaikum, Aziz Ahmed here on 19 June 2026. I have here today a very illuminating uh, footage from DropSite News of the United States of America. DropSite has been releasing such posts periodically on Pakistan, but this is the first visual footage, and it shows developments from Imran Khan's regime change operation till today, in which it shows how the Pakistan army, the military, and the establishment have changed course to suit the US establishment.
Ever since the regime change in 2022, new evidence of fresh reports have continued to emerge, revealing deeper betrayals, darker backstories, and new questions about why it all happened. The latest is a detailed report by DropSite News, which takes an in-depth look at why Imran Khan was removed from power. Let's watch this video documentary based on that report.
Pakistan's sudden rise as a mediator in the Iran war may look unexpected, but behind it is a deeper story of American pressure, military calculation, and the systematic surrender of Pakistan's strategic independence. After Imran Khan's removal in 2022, Pakistan's military tightened its grip at home, oversaw a massively rigged election in 2024, suppressed political opposition, and rebuilt its standing in Washington with series of promises compromising the very sovereignty of Pakistan. Leaked documents and interviews reviewed by DropSite News show how the US-Pakistan relationship moved from suspicion to political embrace over the past 5 years. On the surface, it would seem the generals improved their relations with Washington through expensive lobbying. But the real story is much bigger. Pakistan's military leadership, first under Bajwa and then under Munir, did not simply realign foreign policy. It traded national sovereignty, foreign policy independence, nuclear leverage, mineral resources, the China relationship, and even financial credibility to win favor in Washington, especially with Trump. The deeper story is not that Pakistan suddenly became important again. The deeper story is that Pakistan's military leadership bought relevance by surrendering strategic leverage. In June 2021, Khan refused to meet CIA Director William Burns, who had come to Islamabad seeking Pakistani territory for US drone bases after the planned American withdrawal from Afghanistan. According to Shahzad Akbar, former advisor to Prime Minister Imran Khan, the then Army Chief, Bajwa, also recommended not to meet Burns, but later used the fallout to build the case that Khan was anti-US and needed to be removed. This became a major turning point. This was a sharp break from the Trump era, when Khan and Trump had warmer relations, and Pakistan had helped facilitate the US-Taliban peace process. Later, in an interview with Axios, Khan made his famous "absolutely not" statement.
Absolutely not.
When asked if Pakistan would allow US bases for operations in Afghanistan. Soon after, Kabul fell to the Taliban, and the chaotic US evacuation damaged Biden's standing at home and abroad. The Burns episode was not just a failed meeting, it was the beginning of a chain reaction. Khan was positioned as the face of resistance to US demands, while Pakistan's military leadership quietly opened its own back channel to Washington. At the same time, Saudi Arabia was pressing Pakistan for a mutual defense pact, which Khan's government was also resisting. So Khan was drawing red lines with both Washington and the Gulf. But Pakistan's military saw an opportunity. It presented Khan's independent foreign policy as isolation, and itself as the force that could bring Pakistan back into America's camp. In February 2022, Russia invaded Ukraine. For the Biden administration, pushing back Russia became the central foreign policy priority. Pakistan suddenly became a problem, because Imran Khan had earlier refused to cancel the Russia visit despite pressure by US. Then, on the day Russia entered Ukraine, images of Khan and Putin shaking hands went viral. Final straw was when Pakistan abstained from a United Nations vote condemning Russia, joining China, India, and much of the global South. This created a direct clash between Khan's independent foreign policy and US strategic demands. For Washington, Khan had become unreliable. For Pakistan's military leadership, he had become an obstacle. Then came the March 7, 2022 meeting between Pakistan's ambassador in Washington, Asad Majid Khan, and US official Donald Lu. According to the leaked diplomatic cable, Lu indicated that if Khan were removed through a no-confidence vote, Washington's grievances could be set aside and all will be forgiven. 1 month later, Khan was removed in a first-ever successful no-confidence vote backed by Pakistan's military. What followed explains the real purpose of that removal. The new military-backed government began delivering what Khan had refused. Pakistan quietly supplied artillery shells and munitions to Ukraine through US contractors and third-party intermediaries. America reciprocated by letting IMF approve $3 billion loan to Pakistan. Inside Pakistan, PTI was politically dismantled. It was stripped of its election symbol, barred from contesting under its own name, and independent winners were denied certification. Khan was jailed, where he remains in solitary confinement to date. He is denied legal representation. Thanks to several constitutional amendments, the judiciary is now under full control of the executive and army. Now, military-compliant judges hear Imran Khan cases and pass out pre-written judgments against Imran Khan. Despite stealing the election symbols and making it impossible to campaign for elections, the people of Pakistan handed landslide victory to Imran Khan-backed candidates. The voter turnout was so furious that army had to resort to some of the worst and blatant rigging in the history of Pakistan. Army made sure the pro-Nawaz Sharif government was installed as per commitment made in the London Plan. All this happened while the US and Europe largely looked away. To date, EU has not released its election report. That same year, Pakistani Americans overwhelmingly supported Trump, mainly because of anger at Biden's support for Pakistan's military regime. After winning, however, the Trump administration then used Republican promises to the Pakistani diaspora as leverage over Islamabad, while the army spent heavily on public relations in Washington. Imran Khan's removal was not just a domestic political event. It was the decisive moment when Pakistan's military regime and US strategic interests converged. Khan had blocked the concessions Washington wanted. The military was ready to deliver them. On April 9, 2022, the day Khan's government fell, Pakistan tested the Shaheen-3 missile, its longest-range ballistic missile, capable of reaching nearly 3,000 kilometers. Although Pakistan's missile program is focused on India, the test also showed that Pakistan could reach Israel. That fact had long concerned Washington. After Khan's removal, General Qamar Javed Bajwa visited Washington in October 2022 to reset ties. According to the document, Bajwa assured US officials that Pakistan would limit missile ranges to fall short of Israel. He also suggested Pakistan wanted to rein in its military, limit its nuclear program, and move away from China. After returning to Pakistan, Bajwa ordered the head of the Strategic Plans Division, which oversees Pakistan's nuclear weapons, to allow a US delegation to inspect sensitive nuclear sites. The SPD head, sensing betrayal, refused, citing the command structure. Soon after, President Biden publicly called Pakistan one of the most dangerous countries in the world because it had nuclear weapons without any cohesion. According to sources cited in the document, Biden's statement was linked to Bajwa's failure to provide American access to Pakistan's sensitive nuclear sites. Bajwa had outlived his usefulness. Bajwa stepped down in November 2022, and Asim Munir became army chief, who quickly moved to consolidate his grip and be able to deliver where Bajwa had failed. In 2025, Munir promoted himself to field marshal, created the office of Chief of Defense Forces, and abolished the role of the Joint Chiefs of Staff Committee through constitutional change. This effectively placed Pakistan's nuclear command under one man, a strongly pro-US Army chief. The nuclear state had been structurally redesigned. Pakistan's nuclear autonomy was no longer protected by the same institutional checks. It had become part of the broader transaction with Washington. Donald Trump now calls Asim Munir his favorite field marshal.
Sharif of Pakistan, and also I have to say my favorite field marshal from Pakistan, who's not here.
But Munir's rise was not inevitable. In 2019, Prime Minister Imran Khan removed Munir as head of the ISI on the complaint of Iran, where Munir used abusive language with Iranian officials. This removal humiliated Munir, who held a big grudge against Imran Khan. This hatred for Imran Khan made Munir top choice for Nawaz Sharif. After the removal, Munir went to London and met Nawaz Sharif. This was the beginning of the London Plan, under which Munir would become army chief in exchange for dismantling Khan and his party. After Munir became army chief on November 24, 2022, he unleashed reign of terror on Imran Khan and his party. Within months, Khan was arrested and convicted in multiple fake cases. Brutal state oppression unleashed on any political protest, which peaked on November 2024 with Islamabad massacre. By February 2024, Shehbaz Sharif was again prime minister, and Munir had become the most powerful man in Pakistan. Khan remained in prison. Judiciary was completely managed. Any dissenting judge was removed or transferred out to other courts. Munir's second act was complete. The man Khan had removed became the man presiding over Khan's political destruction.
For years, China was Pakistan's most reliable foreign policy partner. A all-weather and deeper-than-the-deepest-sea relationship. CPEC, launched in 2015 under Beijing's Belt and Road Initiative, brought billions of dollars in roads, power plants, and port infrastructure. Under Munir, that relationship sharply halted. China started giving cold shoulder to Pakistan's request for financial aids and tightened loan recoveries. China also started publicly criticizing Pakistan for failing to provide security for Chinese workers. This public scolding was unprecedented. Behind the scenes, tensions were deeper. As Pakistan's military leadership moved closer to Washington, CPEC's second phase was allowed to weaken. These moves fractured Pakistan's once ironclad China relationship. For Washington, this was a major geopolitical victory. Pakistan had weakened one of its most important strategic pillars to buy favor with America. The China relationship was not lost by accident. It was sacrificed in the larger effort to realign Pakistan with Washington. In September 2025, Pakistan signed a mutual defense pact with Saudi Arabia, committing each country to help the other in war. Khan's government had refused this type of agreement 3 years earlier. At the same time, Pakistan's military-led government worked closely with the Pentagon to cultivate the Trump administration. When the Trump family entered cryptocurrency, Pakistan quickly made investment in World Liberty Financial, a Trump family-linked crypto platform. Pakistan also announced a rare earth minerals deal with US partners, as Washington focused on reducing dependence on China. When the Trump administration wanted a Muslim-majority country to provide troops for a Gaza stabilization force, Pakistan's military volunteered. The United States has often built transactional relationships with Pakistan's military rulers. These relationships last for a period, then collapse, leaving Pakistan to absorb the damage. But this time, the current regime has gone even further. They offered Washington almost everything Pakistan had spent decades protecting. Foreign policy independence was compromised after Imran Khan refused US bases and refused to blindly follow Washington on Afghanistan, Russia, and the Gulf. Pakistan's sovereignty, minerals, nuclear independence, China relationship, democratic mandate, and financial credibility were put on the table so the military regime could secure protection in Washington and personal favor with Trump. Bajwa and Munir did not simply reset relations with America. They surrendered Pakistan completely.
At Now or Never platform, our aim is to bring such stories to life so we can develop a deeper understanding of the bigger picture. But knowledge alone is not enough. We must act organized and do something about it. For more videos like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel. To learn how you can participate, follow our social media platforms.